Yesterday, you retweeted someone who said that they switched their party registration from Democrat to no party, and you replied by saying you, quote, regularly consider switching from the Republican Party to becoming an independent as well. Why, and what's stopping you from doing so?
Yeah, so I'm one of about 8 people in the U.S. Senate who's never been a politician before, and I think I've been saying for 3 years that I conceive of myself as an independent conservative who caucuses with the Republicans, but frankly, neither of these parties have a long-term vision for the future of the country. You know, 10 years from now, where are we going to be in the future of work when young people are disrupted out of jobs 3 times a decade? Future of war and cyber, the collapse of community. Like, there's massive stuff happening in America, and these parties are really pretty content to do 24-hour news cycles screaming at each other. The main thing that the Democrats are for is being anti-Republican and anti-Trump, and the main thing Republicans are for is being anti-Democrat and anti-CNN, and neither of these things are really worth getting out of bed in the morning for. I think we should be talking about where the country's going to be in 10 years. So I've been saying for a long time that these parties need to reform and have a future-focused vision, and we're not there yet.
Why stay a Republican, and when's the last time you thought about becoming an independent?
I probably think about it every morning when I wake up and I figure out why am I flying away from Nebraska to go to D.C. this week? Are we going to get real stuff done? So I'm committed to the party of Lincoln and Reagan as long as there's a chance to reform it. But this party used to be for some pretty definable stuff. And frankly, neither of these parties are for very much more than being anti. And anti or anti-anti or anti-anti-anti, it's pretty boring stuff. We should be focused on the long term, and I'd love to see the party of Lincoln and Reagan get back to its roots.
It also is the party of Trump, of course. Does that have anything to do with your ambivalence about the party?
You know, the president has done some good things. This week, we got to do the Supreme Court confirmation hearings for Brett Kavanaugh. I sit on the Judiciary Committee, and Brett Kavanaugh is a really strong nominee. He's the kind of person, pardon me, that Republican presidents would have nominated for decades, and so I applaud the president for that pick. But I think it's pretty obvious when you are engaging the White House, as I do many, many times a week, that there's just a lot of chaos and a lot of reality TV circus, and that's a little bit different than a long-term view. I think when yesterday I'm vending in the Nebraska football stadium during the game, when Nebraskans talk to me about politics, which is a distant second to talking about football, what they want is a Washington that does a small number of things with a lot of urgency and not a lot of drama. And right now we do a whole bunch of things in a frenzied circus, and we should do better than that.